DeKoskie. I hope you enjoyed my new intro that I made for you. Also, the people I'm quarantining with told me I should say like and subscribe in the video, but I shouldn't say smash the subscribe. That's just not okay. So I'm working on it, like and subscribe. May 7th update, English 10 Advanced. Thank you for doing that survey. Your feedback means so much to me. It helps me to know what you need, how you're doing. It's really challenging because we're all in our little vacuums and we don't get to see each other, which I miss, and I'm sure some of you miss, hopefully. And your feedback in that survey is useful, and I will read it and take it to heart. So thank you for that. Some of us maybe want to try Zoom. There was like a bit of an indifference there, but I think possibly with Othello, which will start in 2 weeks, that might be a good time to try a Zoom session. It's a little bit more challenging to read, and Zoom sessions will always be optional. You don't have to go to a Zoom session or attend one. I can record them and post them. And if you do attend the Zoom session, you never need to use the video, or if your life is busy like mine and you have to pop in and out of the Zoom session, that's fine too. I completely appreciate it. And I don't think I would have a Zoom session for more than 30 minutes. So maybe some more to come and some feedback for you about days and times that are better for a future Zoom session. And also note on Othello, there's going to be a mailing. Yeah, like I heard the school buses drop them off. I don't know, you'll have to let me know. Of Othello packets so that you have the packet to read in front of you. So yeah, I think that I set that up today, that they're going to send you home in the mail. And I do think somebody drops it off in a school bus. That's what I heard. The packet to read Othello at home. So be on the lookout for that. And again, we won't start that for a couple weeks. With that said, this week I've just posted your week 3 World War II book questions. It's the final set of questions you're going to get for your World War II book. So this should really be focused on the conclusion, the resolution of your books, and answer those questions. They're due by next Wednesday. Let me know if you have concerns or any questions for me. Also next week, Mr. LaPolte and I, we're going to do a joint project for World War II. We figured that was a good idea, and then you can do a project because you're working on that for him as well. Holocaust, World War II topics that you'd hand in to both of us, and it counts as grade English class. So with that said, be on the lookout next week for a fun update. I'm not going to give it away, and I hope, fingers crossed, that my idea of how to give you an update works. We're going to try something, but we'll put an update out to you next week about that project. And finally, for today, I thought it might be fun to share a little active learning space tour. So it's tour time. This is my active learning space. Here you are. We've got this cool, what is this, like dry erase cling paper that I found online. Working really well for us. I highly recommend it. So that's working well, so we can write on the wall and we can do our little lessons. So this is you guys, this is my daughter who didn't do her math. We have to talk to her about that. But she drew a bunch of pictures. So we have a map. This is our USA map. We've been doing, geography lessons. I love maps, so this is right up my alley. They color an area and we learned something about it. So remember the HOMES acronym for the Great Lakes. We went over that. We talked about Oregon. Did not know, now I know. The largest producer of Christmas trees in the U.S. is Oregon. What other fun fact do we have going on here? The rattlesnakes. Should I talk about the rattlesnakes? Rattlesnakes in Arizona. I'll post in the comments of this YouTube video. Rattlesnakes can swim. Did you know that? It's crazy. We watched videos. I highly recommend them. I'll post one in the comments for you to check out. So this is our map. We're going to do every state, by the way. Then I can turn this way, and this is like my wellness area. This is my wellness space. I've got my yoga mat, I've got my meditation cushion, my props, my strap, my block, my yoga wheel. So here it's really important to take breaks. You have to take breaks. So I find it convenient to have just a break spot. Again, I call it my wellness corner, right in the area where we're doing our work. And there's a couple yoga mats, so my kids will come in and kind of do some yoga or playtime. But it's good to insert that playtime, make it fun, make it relaxing, make it active. But you gotta get a break from work. So have a space set up to do that. And then over here, I've just got some stuff. This is my salt rock. It's a lamp, maybe you have one. Supposedly they balance the energy in a room so that we can kind of like keep it cool and mellow. That's necessary. This is a transistor radio. My great uncle's. We've got lots of rocks and minerals. I think this is pyrite. You can see it sparkling. We have a relative who is a mineralogist for the state. He sends us samples in the mail, or when we see him, he'll give us stuff. So we have all these great rock mineral gem samples. This, I got some books. This is a Christmas cactus. It was my grandmother's, and she's been dead for like 15 years, but the plant survives her, and it like kept growing, and she had to repot it. So there are multiple like little plants that different relatives of mine have that were from her original Christmas cactus. So that's really cool. I have that from her. This was her clock. I love that clock. And then if you come this way, so I got my wellness area, I got my workstation kind of set up. I got my devices, I got my journals, I can turn here and do some work. And then my kids kind of take over a little bit too. They come in and, you know, they're excited about their work. They like Legos. I don't like Lego kits, but they love them, so we'll play with them. And they're doing all these projects. Here's their bag of dry erase. This is ridiculous. They've taken the gloves, which is not a great idea because you should probably save all of your gloves, but they did this. And we've got a bunch of these lying around our house. These are gloves with water in them. So that's all over my house. We told them they have to stop using the gloves that way. They were disappointed. They made nests, bird nests for Earth Day. There was an ocean in a bottle. I don't know what happened to that. There was also a paper airplane. Did we see that? Here's one. We've got this paper airplane kit. Oh, I don't know if this was going to work so well. So if you're making paper airplanes, they're fun. If you haven't made a paper airplane in a while, make one. And you can do different ones. This is a fancy one. And I'll end the video by trying to fly it at you. We'll see. This one, I think this is how you hold it.